Hello everybody, my name is Tana Fook and I'm from class 16-1, and today I'm going to be a tour guide and tell you about some brief information about a very interesting tribe called the Wodabi. They're also known as nomadic pastoralists with a unique culture. They do believe a lot and focus a lot on cultural religions, family bonds, cattle, and beauty. First, their place of settlement. Well, they don't stay in one place for very long. They have to go a lot of places so they can find food, a good place that rains a lot, fresh grasses for the cattle to graze on, and they live in a place called the Sahel. It is like one place that is combined with deserts, grassland, shrublands, and a little bit hilly. This place stretches across Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, and the Central African Republic. They live in very harsh and arid deserts and also facing semi-desert conditions, making their lifestyle very hard, and it's difficult for them to actually find somewhere that is safe and easy to live. So that's why they're always on the move to find like rain and good place for us to settle for a while. So because they move a lot, they need to carry the stuff around, right? They have very small beds, not really big ones, and they carry their things, just little possessions like tents or some kind of jewelry. Their cattle too on cattle walk, and the other stuffs are carried by camel and donkeys. So these people, they are very crowded, but they go in many different directions. They're in many troops. When you estimated the total, it's like 1,000 to 200,000 people sharing a name of the people of the Tubas, and this name respects the elder, their cultural, and all their traditions and religions. Well, their cattle, they mainly have this kind of cow called a zebu. It is famous for its big hide behind the back. They have rich meat. They provide a lot of leather skin to make clothing or tents, or something they can make into jewelry or bags. Well, it also provides one part of their diet, which is milk. They drink their cattle milk a lot, but the diet is very simple. They trade grains called the millet and eat them with the milk. It's like the basic meal of the day. They have very strict character. They're strict with themselves, they're strict with others, they're very disciplined, and they respect their elders a lot. And you won't see them fooling around a lot. Next is the very famous Garawol Festival. This is happened in the rainy season. It could be in September or October, but mainly October. This is a party, a kind of party that all the men gathers around and try to impress the female judges. It's when the female judges can choose her husband. And this tribe, one of the few tribes that let women freely choose her partnership. It's a beauty contest. They put on heavy makeup, beautiful clothing, and they dance to impress the judges. They dance in circles, and this takes a lot of endurance because they have to dance in the scorching sunlight. Well, how do they dance? They put their white eyes open, they smile really big, want to show off their white teeth, but this isn't always natural white teeth. They charred bones, put it on the teeth to make it whiter and more beautiful. They also put on eyeliner and red and yellow clay to make their face more symmetrical. Next, they have typically tall structures, and they have high bridge noses. When that's not the festival, their normal clothing is tunics and robes, and women wear heavy jewelry, like a lot of jewelry. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.